Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Great Britain. Today we are going to be looking at Northern Ireland and the 4-week circuit breaker lockdown. So this is in Sky News, and it says a 4-week circuit breaker lockdown will come into force in Northern Ireland on Friday in an attempt to stall the rise of the coronavirus infections. First Minister Arlene Foster confirmed the move and said the half-term holiday would be extended and now last from the 19th to 30th of October. Pubs and restaurants will have to shut unless they offer a takeaway service, but places of worship, shops and gyms can stay open. Overnight stays in other homes are banned. Okay, there is a link in the description below for the Sky News article, which does list some of the restrictions, but not all of them. So here I found a full list of the restrictions now in Northern Ireland. That will be from Friday this week in Northern Ireland. So there's quite a few. So maintenance of current household restrictions. This means a continuation of restriction on meeting indoors and a limit on the member who can meet in a garden. So even outside now it's going to be heavily restricted. There are existing exemptions for childcare and maintenance, etc., which would stay in place. However, as close contact economy is proposed for closure, it would be consistent with that to prohibit the provision of those services, e.g. hairdressing, in a domestic setting. So they're going to be targeting a massive amount for apparently 4 weeks. So we will just have to see if that really does go on for 4 weeks. And then bubbling to be limited to a maximum of 10 people from 2 households. So that is obviously going to be depending on people's house size, family sizes, which people are obviously going to have different varying amounts and different needs. No overnight stays in a private home unless in a bubble. Work from home unless enabled to do so. In guidance, we will advise universities and further education to deliver distance learning to the maximum extent possible, with only essential face-to-face learning where that is is necessary and an unavoidable part of the course. Which we know that there are going to be a certain amount of courses, especially in universities and colleges, especially where you actually do a more vocational or really a manual. You're learning a manual trade, catering, mechanics, a lot of physical fitness things. There's going to be quite a few where people really can't do any of it from home. They're going to have to really be in the buildings themselves with the lecturers. Closure to hospitality sector apart from deliveries and takeaways for food, with the existing closure time of 11 p.m. remaining. Other takeaway premises will then be brought in line with hospitality with a closure time of 11 p.m. So no orders in, not even just the orders in by 11 p.m. You cannot get any of your food or drink after 11 p.m. Retail will stay open, however there will be an urgent engagement with the sector to ensure that retail is doing everything it can to help suppress the virus. So they're all going to be heavily restricted as well. The amount of people in and out of a shop, hand sanitizer, masks, the whole lot. Closure of close contact services apart from those meeting essential health needs, which will be defined in the regulations to ensure continuation of essential health interventions and therapeutics. This will not include complementary treatments, which complementary treatments is obviously more things like having your nails painted or things like that really, whereas essential health is obviously you've got a health problem or a major health concern, or a health concern, and you do need it sorted. A lot of people are being deterred though really from even going there because of well, some people, it's just through absolute fear of what's going on. They are being deterred when they're discovering a health problem, and they're not everybody's getting things checked out. No indoor sport of any kind or organised contact sport involving household mixing with other than at elite level. Now, why on earth would an elite level sport make any difference to a non-elite level? No mass events involving more than 15 people, except for allowed outdoor sports events where the relevant number for that will continue to apply, which is not going to make things like football or rugby games very exciting. Gyms may reopen, but for individual training only, with local enforcement in place. So I suppose that would be down to the gym to maybe work that one out, so we'll have to see what happens there. Places of worship to remain open with a mandatory requirement to wear face coverings when entering and exiting. This will not apply to parties to a marriage or civil partnership. Now, the next bit, next couple of bits are a bit surprising. Wedding ceremonies and civil partnerships to be limited to 25 people, whereas in the rest of Britain it's 30. With no receptions, so basically go in, get married, come back out again, go home. That's it. This will be implemented on Monday the 19th of October. Venues providing the post-ceremony or partnership celebration may remain open for this purpose this weekend, but may not provide other services for people who are not part of the wedding or partnership, and this will be limited to 25. So people getting married at the minute or having a civil partnership, it's not exactly going to be as special as it should be for them. And now this one. Funerals and committals to be limited to 25 people with no pre or post funeral gatherings. So that is heartless. In guidance, no unnecessary travel will be advised. Off licences and supermarkets will not be permitted to sell alcohol after 8 p.m, which I had heard about. Some parts of Britain may end up with a earlier than 10 p.m. curfew for selling alcohol in off licences. We believe the above restrictions should apply for 4 weeks, and the continuation or amendment of any element would require executive approval. We will soon see how long this actually goes on for once it starts, because this is the thing we've always noticed, is once it starts, when does it end? Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, then subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you get to see every video as it's released. Give it a thumbs up by liking this video, comment underneath, and share this video so others can see it. Thank you very much, and have an awesome day.